Today, I'd like to take the time to share a short story that really um, struck me somehow, which involves the magical manifestations of life and the universe, and how the visions that we receive and conceive, how they can develop in unexpected ways, and the lessons that are there of caring for our visions but not being attached to them in terms of how they unfold. And so this story is about a journey I made to Alentejo in Portugal. Maybe you know this area. It's very rural. It's super peaceful, and for me, it's a place where a new way of living is already taking root and coming alive. And I went there to visit a friend, Fleur. She might join in a second also to say hello. Um, and I went there, and I I had been envisioning for a while to do a fundraiser for Paradise. That's a bigger project I'm playing with, an idea I'm playing with, and I wanted to organize a physical gathering to bring people together instead of letting it be something online or um, virtual or abstract, rather make it something that becomes tangible and use it as a reason to connect people, to bring people together, and simply have fun and step into this frequency, this experience of paradise, um, realizing that this reality we live in, this planet we live in, is already paradise. It's this magical um, world full of crazy creatures and beauty, and to help each other remember that. And so I had already been envisioning that this would be a gathering where people would bring their own food, potluck style, and I was thinking, what else? I would love there to be some singing, maybe a singing circle, making music together, dancing eventually. And I had been starting to schedule this, and I put it in my calendar at some point on the 26th of April. And I was planning to do it in Lagos at the co-living place I have been living. But when I contacted the owner, she wasn't really feeling to do it. So I was like, okay, this is not happening. I'll let it go. And then I thought about doing it online. Didn't really flow either. I didn't have the capacity to organize. So I was like, okay, let's see. But it was in my calendar. And then I arrived at Fleur's place. And and she's like, "Oh, by the way, yeah, on Saturday we have this fundraiser from Mahesh." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds fun." I look in my calendar. I'm like, "Yeah, I can do." Oh, even better, actually, I already have a fundraiser for Paradise scheduled for Saturday. So I'm like, "Okay, that's probably meant to be. Let's see." And so, yeah, we went there, and I arrived at this place of Mahesh. He has a piece of land where he's building space for a community to bring people together. And I arrived there, and it's so magical, it's so beautiful there. It's in a valley full of lush green vegetation, and there is this community space with a communal kitchen, and there's a fire pit. There is all kinds of stuff for children are already running around playing. And I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful. Sam Garrett was one of the first people I met there, and that was also something that another friend of mine, Luca, when I talked with him about this, he was already suggesting, yeah, if you do this, maybe I can invite Sam Garrett at some point. So I was already like seeing that as the first thing, like, oh, this is interesting. What's going on here? And then the evening progressed, and at some point, people started to arrive, and it it was a potluck dinner. People brought food, and after the food or during the food, there was a singing circle, and I was like, "What's going on here?" This is so um, in line with what I had been envisioning, but so much more beautiful and so much more of an embodiment of the the frequency and the vision for paradise that I see and feel, um, because it's people that come together in this spirit of community and sharing um, and living in peace and unity. And this kind of culture is already emerging there in Alentejo. And oh yeah, I've been so inspired. And then in the evening, there was a DJ playing, there was music, there was dancing, and we had a campfire even. And ah, yeah, it's hard to really describe this sense of this sense of magic. Um, but it was for me somehow very humbling, and yeah, I realized that the people that were coming together here in the kind of project that Mahesh is um, is stewarding there, that's the kind of uh, projects that the larger fundraiser I'm envisioning is focused on, and this is where it's happening. This is what it's all about. And in the end, it's not so much about raising funds. Of course, it's also about that, but it's more about bringing people together in this spirit of unity and community and sharing and realizing that everything is already here. And yeah, it's about raising awareness. It's about raising the frequency. It's about stepping into joy and fun and celebration. So yeah, I'm deeply honored to have experienced this, and it has given me a lot of inspiration on on this journey, and especially seeing the need to bridge the global with the local and having these um, local nuclei where this new culture is coming alive, and yeah, somehow create that bridge. And I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like, but I do feel that yeah, connecting a global fundraiser that can connect with larger capital streams, which is supported and given credibility by communities that are either locally focused or focused around certain themes and topics. Um, yeah, I think that's really a direction to go in. And yeah, if this somehow inspires you, feel free to reach out. I love to um, design and give shape to this together more on this larger fundraiser later. But I just wanted to share this. I think Fleur is asking me to join. Well, Fleur, I say add Fleur on Substack. Let's see. Waiting for Fleur. Um,
Ah,
oh, look
it's
at that!
working.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Ah, hello, welcome.
Hello.
So nice to see you.
Super nice to
Welcome,
see you.
Fleur.
Yes,
Welcome, Mahesh.
nice to
I don't
see
know.
you,
Have you
Bart.
been listening to my story?
We, uh, I arrived when you talked that you just arrived on my land. A few
Ah,
minutes
great.
before.
Yeah. Well, you know the story, but it's great
Yeah,
to have you here. And
it's nice to hear it.
I guess it's I don't know. I guess it's so important to share this story of what is happening locally and to make people aware, because I guess I was just so stunned with the fact that everyone there kind of shared a similar story of being guided to that area, that place, and people are are simply drawn to this new way of living, and it's already happening, and people are coming together, and you gotta be there in order to know. Like, you don't find this anywhere, I think, online or something. It's just so pure, and the sense of peace that I felt in that area, it's really really unique. So yeah, I don't know, I'll pass the ball to you. Is there anything you would like to share about this, also about this experience, like how you experienced this fundraiser, and what it has done for you, and what you feel, what you feel it's really about, and also maybe, yeah, what you see moving forward, what do you need, and how can we all support in bringing your project to life?
Okay. I'm not prepared at all. I just walked into first space and yeah. So for me, kind of the story of this land. It's when COVID happened, and then everything stopped, and we were still living in this area, but everybody. At this time, I was living in the village, and we had very strict restriction. And then I had this opportunity to purchase this land, and when I found it, I had this thing that, okay, it's going to be a little hidden spot where we can get together in time of crisis or not, and to be in nature. And that was kind of, when I found this land, that's kind of the vision that arose within myself, and I could see a place for kids and grown-ups to just be together, like nothing really special or fancy, but like what you shared, like just the power of being together in nature and sharing a simple thing as food or music. And but really, I feel the essence of it is like these things when there's a coming together that is happening. It's very nourishing for your system. And like now you had the chance to experience one fundraising, but it's not my daily life. I would love it to be more lived through my daily life. Now I'm still kind of I feel very much at the start. I build this kind of communal kitchen and communal areas, but there is not so many uh, community living on the land because I don't have really facilities to houses to accommodate people. So yeah, I'm a bit, I didn't find the way, okay, how to move it more forward and get it, although there is already something alive and happening. I feel the vision is not complete, so I'm trying to do this fundraising kind of for this little project, like to build a skate park for the kids in nature. But it's more than just about skateboarding. It's just another invitation to get together, spend the afternoon and this thing. And the fundraising at the moment is not really so much about. I would like that it generates more income that could make this project happen, but it's mostly also for people to see, okay, there's already something happening, and to invite the spirit of the vision into the place. So even if it doesn't bring really so much money, it's just that we feel like, okay, what is the essence of the vision? But then practically how to move it forward, I don't know. I'm in this place where I'm a little bit lost, let's say, from a bit, financial point of view. Like I would love to have this abundance when I can just have a magic stick and say, I build this, I build that, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. And I think, yeah, when these places and these kind of visions come to us, and we be in service to life, part of it is to surrender to the unknown, and that means being lost every now and then.
Yeah.
And that's not always easy, but I think that's also why we need each other to navigate this. And yeah, more than funds, indeed, it's about sharing the vision and bringing people together. And I can also imagine, from being there and having chats with you, it's also about involving more people in the projects, and how to bring them in, and how to let them be part of the project. Um, yeah, maybe Fleur, like you're also supporting Mahesh in certain ways, from the sidelines and the background. Yeah, what's your perspective on this project? And oh, okay, it's 1 o'clock. Uh, and maybe also in light of the Flower of Light Foundation that you're stewarding. Well, that we're actually together stewarding now. And the intention to support projects like this. What do you see is needed for these projects? And yeah, what's your perspective? Feel free to share anything that's alive for you.
Well, but I really like that you have seen the project now also, because I remember that I was there for the first time, and it's such a magical place. It's so beautiful, this valley that holds space for it, and I really love how Mahesh is like taking care of this project, not knowing really, but really step by step creating it. And this is, yeah, the power I see in this project. And yeah, like you said, there are many resources, not only financially, but it would be lovely to see it also financially supported. Yeah. And indeed, what you shared to have these sharings also, and to show what is actually happening locally. And I think inviting people over to really experiencing it, it's something really powerful.
Yeah, it makes me wonder also, because indeed money is of course a means to an end. So and oftentimes we put money in between what we actually need and make kind of a conditional thing, whereas there's so many other ways to source what we really need. At the same time, money gives us, maybe helps us to expand our thinking of what's possible. So maybe I'd like to ask, like, if you would have like a big bucket of money, what would be the first thing that you invest in? What would be the first, bigger thing or smaller thing that you would like to develop on the land?
No, but so at the moment would be like kind of, I know it sounds a bit crazy, but it would be because there is a part of the land that is dedicated to kind of the neighbors and people living here, and the kind of dedicated to the kids. So if I would have a little bit of this money to finish like this kind of skate park project that I started, for me would be already amazing. And then having like, I can see like, for example, having a little cafe, chill out space for the kind of whoever wants to be. And then from there, I can see that, like, open the land every Saturday or whenever, and just start to having this coming to life by people coming together. That would be the first thing. And then the second thing would be like to build some little accommodations, so I can physically have people that would share, that would want to co-create these things together. Because for me, I feel money is one thing, but I feel like until now, what was the driving force was I had a lot of joy into creating this space. And now I feel the joy is a bit running out, because mostly I feel a bit, okay, I'm trying to hold it alone. And now I feel it's more time for co-creating, but I would love that it was people who share the same vision and enthusiasm, and then from there, creation can be an act of joy, or joy can be the source of creation. And then I feel with this right vibration of joy, also abundance can flow more, I feel. But the thing is, yeah, it would be like to have some place for people, okay, come and spend 3 months, and if you're inspired to. But at the moment, yeah, I don't really have that. But that would be kind of, yeah, one of the things that I'd like to do.
Yeah, amazing. Well, I can feel it. I can see it, and I do indeed think it's important to keep coming back to this place of joy and create from there, and not let it become a burden.
Yeah,
And sometimes it also requires some patience and letting things rest. And and at the same time, I also love your perspective on like making it a place for people to come together, and starting it like that people can come every week one day, and there's place for children to play, and a cafe for parents to chill and come together. I think that's so wonderful, so beautiful, and uh, so simple in a way, but so unique, and I think revitalizing for many people, and so essential to life, for the way we, I think, are supposed to live on this planet together. Um, yeah. So um, I don't know about your time. I think my lunch is being served at where I'm staying. This is already becoming longer than I intended, but I really love this spontaneous get together here. I love that you guys are here, and that you can share also personally.
yeah,
Um,
Yeah, I love that you invited me, Bart, and that actually shared my ashes on its way here now. So it was really
yeah,
beautifully aligned. Yeah.
yeah.
it
I
was so
feel
perfect.
in a way also what you shared, the way you came to my place when I was organizing this fundraising, and you on your side, you were trying to put this together. I feel there was a lot of I don't know, like this kind of magical
Synchronicity.
synchronicity. And when I met you, I also felt like this natural I don't know, flow of in the interaction, and also sense of rest. And I felt, there is some meetings that you feel they are organized by a higher power. And now coming into this space and seeing you just when you speak about that was really another sign of the universe saying like, okay, don't despair, and everything is good.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel, and um, yeah, yeah. This is indeed the magical unfolding with these kind of visions that are bigger than ourselves, right? We cannot fully plan it. We can only be present with it and letting ourselves be guided. Um, and indeed, the way that all of this came together is just, you're just observing it all in awe, and you're like, okay, wow, and without attaching too much meaning to it, it is in a way a confirmation of like, okay, we're on the right path, and we're simply following these threads. And for me, it's clear that there's something here. There's something emerging, and we're part of it, and it's something that's for us to take care of and to cherish together. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to weave these threads further. We already put that intention at the fundraiser, and well, here apparently is the next step. So I don't know where this is going to lead. I see we have 5 visitors. That's great. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If there's anything that inspires you based on this conversation, don't hesitate to reach out. Feel free to share with anyone you think is relevant. And I don't know. Do you want to share some final words to anyone who might be tuning in at this point or later watching the recording?
The final words.
The final word. Yeah, this togetherness. This is what it is about. Yeah.
Yeah, and this invitation of life to, okay, try to give birth to a new way of living, and that we are very much, I feel like the baby doing baby steps. We don't know. We are learning to, because it doesn't come with a manual how it's going to be this new way, but we are just very much, yeah, I feel this is what it is about. And this more true way of living, a bit out of the, I don't know what to say, not the system, but out of, yeah, the usual way. I mean, it's not very eloquent for final words, but I don't know. I hope you get this.
I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah. Fleur, anything from your side?
No, I think everything was said. I feel quite complete. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, maybe last thing from my side, what you inspire with saying that Mahesh is something about becoming children of the earth again, and yeah, letting life be our teacher, and it's a very humbling experience. Yeah, and beautiful and magical. Yeah, so I'm excited to continue walking this path together, and I hope more and more people will become involved and meet us either online or offline in Alentejo or other places around the world. I know that's not the only place where it's happening, but it's definitely one of these places. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for all you're doing, and yeah, keep up this amazing work. And let's see where we pop up again. Yeah.
Thank you, Bart.
Thank you, Bart.
All right. Have an amazing day. You too, everyone watching. And
You as well.
see you soon.
See you.
Ciao, ciao.